Today's video we're installing the Brembo brakes. These are 18C, so I mean you don't need to do the master cylinder. If you're doing the 17Cs, you definitely need to upgrade them because they have bigger pistons, so they will need more stopping power. We got some rotors, ML350, 350 millimeter rotors for the 18Cs and 322 for the 17Cs. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. These are the little spacers for the rotors. I bought new of this hardware for that's what holds the brake pads. They come with these clips, but they don't come with the little sticks. You're gonna need these bolts. Everything is gonna be linked down below, so you can have the little adapter. Stainless steel lines for a Mark IV R32. Why? Because this side, where is it? Right here, connects to the actual Brembos, and this part is bolt on to our cars. I got some Duralast brake pads, nothing crazy. So let's get to install your wheel. We're going to need T25 for this. We're gonna need 21 millimeters for these two bolts, and we're gonna remove those. You're gonna get a flathead, remove this here and here, and we're gonna use a 10 millimeter to loosen it up here. Put a flathead, you pick that up. This should be loose already. It is. I already took out the two bolts from here. Now we're gonna loosen up. This is an 11 millimeter. It's not a 10. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen that up. There is fluid gonna be coming out. You want to put a little bucket under and get your other line ready so you can just swap it over and just try to stop the fluid from leaving. We're still gonna bleed the system, so you're also gonna need Super.4. So take that out. You put the new line in. Make sure you put the little bracket back on. Tighten up the 11 millimeter there. Just let it drip under there. Doesn't matter. We're gonna fill it up with new fluid anyways. You're gonna want to remove this bolt. Last time I did this, I put anti-seize on everything, so everything is coming out pretty simple, easy. So take that out. We're gonna swap in the new rotor. You don't need to remove this shield. If you want to, you could, but you don't. Just letting you guys know. A little bit of anti-seize, a little bit goes a long way, and all the bolts that you take out the bracket for. Pretty much anything that's gonna go against metal so it doesn't rust. We'll put that on in here. That's what's gonna hold the rotor in place. Now I have studs, so it's easier for me. If you don't have studs, then you're gonna have to drill out a new little hole because the one from these don't line up with that one. Little spacer, so you're gonna have to go ahead, push that in. The bolt's gonna go from the back like so, and then the nut goes on the other side. Same thing on here, and then we're gonna put it on the bolt just a little bit, enough space for you to be able to put the the nut inside. Once you have enough space, like the bottom one was the hardest one, but what I gotta do is this. Once you get a little bit of it, then you just push it. This is a 22 millimeter, so just keep turning it until it's all the way in, and just tighten them up. Then we're gonna put the brake pads and the brake line. Those of you asking, I have the Allen key there, and what I did for this is I went into the side of the caliper. Let me see if I can get okay, you go into the side of the caliper. You hold it in place, and then you just tighten it with the wrench in the back. Once all that's done, we're gonna go ahead and put the brake pads on. This is just dirty. Yeah, so the brake line's on. These little adapters on. Now you can adjust it. Just pull it a little more to the back. Make sure everything is tight. The fitting there and the fitting on the back. Let's put in the brake pads. Guard and just slide this little locking pin in. Once you slide it in, it should be in place. And you're just gonna put the 13 millimeter on the back and tighten it up. And this side is done. Then we'll move on to the brake bolts ahead in here. But once the wheel's in here and it's pushed all the way forward, this won't move. Just to show you, it slides nice and smooth. There's clearance all around. That's one side done. Let's move on to the other one. Because mine was in the way, you're gonna open up the brake reservoir, and you're gonna get a little clear line over here like so. You're gonna start from the inside. You're gonna have someone pump the brake 3 times. A ver, aplaste. And then they're gonna hold. You're gonna open a little until it's nice and clear. There's no more bubbles. Otra vez. Open just a little bit. There we go. No more air bubbles, meaning you can switch to the other side. Either this one or the other side. And just put your wheels back on and go for a ride. Just make sure you put everything back in there. Don't forget every time you pump to fill up the reservoir so it doesn't go to waste. I mean, because it goes all the way out, like if you finish it, air is gonna get in the system, you have to redo it all over again. All I did was cut the cables, tie them together, solder them, since the brake pads didn't come with it. My Pretorias didn't fit because they actually touch right here. You see where it scratched the rim a little bit, but actually, even with the spacer, I had 8mm spacers in there, and they still didn't clear. I had Audi S3 wheels in the wife's car, so swap those over. Those actually clear with the 8mm spacer. So we're gonna do is just put on the S3 wheels on the GTI and put the Pretorias on the Mk5.